Hello, everybody. Hope everybody had a good Mother's Day and did
Weekend.
something good for their mother. Yeah, did something for their mother that was nice. I was a little late sending flowers. Everybody was booked when I was trying to send them overseas, so she actually got them today, and she was. It was definitely worth the time and investment to do it overseas to hear her voice, being happy.
So, how is everybody in your end of the world, Robbie? Everybody doing okay?
Everybody's healthy now. No more COVID. Thank goodness that's out of the way.
Well,
So
looks like we got a few folks in the house. Drone Views Media's there, and Flying Flynn Media just joined us. Old Farts with Drones. That's Bob Dempsey and Tomas Ariels. How are you, sir? Thanks for dropping by. And we have Angie just dropping in on us. Lost Girl Adventures. Hey, Angie, how are you?
for dropping
Thanks
by.
for thanks for coming over. Flying Fin Media is saying hello to everybody, and Steve Knowles just showed up. So it is awesome to have everybody here. So today's conversation is going to be kind of lively, since it's the night before the big release of the Mini 3. So we're definitely going to be talking about that. Also, we're going to be talking a little bit about Autel news for us, Robbie. I think that we should mention the Autel news that some of the challenges we had with, service, and service came out well. So let's just get started with the Autel conversation. If you don't mind, that would be awesome.
Okay.
Um, so, Robbie sent me the Nano Plus, the Autel Nano Plus, and I flew it, reviewed it, did great, and then I was just flying real slow, and it hit this little branch, and it fell 4 or 5, no, not even that, just high, for about 4 feet high, came down, and everything was fine, and then all of a sudden the gimbal started acting up like a couple flights later. So we sent it back, and I'll let you take the story from there, Robbie.
Yeah, actually, when Al first got it, we noticed that there was some jello in the video when he would take the video, even before he had the issue
That's
with his
right. You
phone.
had the Jello too, right, Robbie?
Yep, and I had it too. So Johnny Drone Flyer had the same issue, and he told me, he said, "Hey, I sent mine back, and they replaced some bushings or something in it and fixed my issue." So I've been trying to contact Altel, and it's like nobody would nobody really do anything. We had one girl that said that she was going to help, and a month went by. They wouldn't respond to me. There was no help. There was just totally ghosted me 100%. So I made a couple of phone calls and talked to the people and told them, hey, I want to get this taken care of. And they had a new sales manager. He said, hey, we got a lot of service issues here. That's why they've hired me. We want to fix them. We're gonna help you out here. Send us this information. So Al had to get some information from the drone, send to him, and vice versa. And we waited, and it was like they never sent us a RMA to return it. They never would respond to me again. I went through the same process again. So I left him a message, a voice message, and I said, look, I said I'm gonna definitely let everybody know on the live stream on Monday night. Uh, the issues that I've had with your company because you guys aren't even responding. If you're busy, tell me you're busy and you'll get back with me in a week. But so I told them, and we did have our video. And as soon as we had our live stream, within a minute from the live stream ending, guess what? We got an RMA number to send it back. So
Yeah,
I
that was
sent the
amazing.
RMA info. I sent the RMA info to Al, and then Al sent it from his house over to Altel. And then where are we at right now with it, Al? You've already shipped it to him?
Yeah, so definitely I'll take it from here. I've shipped it to them, and they responded back. They said that there was a defective gimbal and they're replacing the whole unit and sending it back. And they kind of implied that it's coming back with some additional items. We're not going to, hold our breath
Exactly.
there, but we'll hopefully we can um, get some kind of compensation for the troubles we've been running into. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think when you were flying it over in Thailand, you were getting jello. I know you had mentioned it, and
Yeah.
I got it only in certain like slight little moves, and you know you had to hit like the perfect permutation for it to occur, but
Right.
it's not that hard to do when you're flying a drone a lot. So you were
I would get it. I would get it when I fly into the wind now. When I was flying, with the wind, I didn't notice any issues, and therefore maybe it was the stabilization, like some other people had talked about with the drone. So anyway, they did respond to us, and they let us know that there's a problem with the gimbal and they're replacing it. So we're waiting now for Al to get it back. And like he said, when they sent the picture of it, it kind of looked like an Amazon type picture they sent, because it looked like the whole bundle coming with it. And I know when Johnny sent his back and got his back, he said they sent it back with a free battery, an extra battery. Well, they showed in ours that it was a battery and a controller. Not that we really need another controller, but hey, backups are good when we drop them. Sometimes we drop and break things. So I'm happy to know that at least they responded. And I did make a comment. I waited until after. I know they shipped the drone and it's coming back to us now. But I did make the comment that to them, I probably wouldn't buy another Alltel product. And I'm not going to recommend for anybody else to buy anything from Alltel until they replace Marcus Crawford's drone. Because with as much as he does for the drone community, with all of us guys, and sticking together, I'm telling you, Al had a situation one time with his Skydio, and we all got in touch with the company and said, look, this guy reviews. We listen to what he says. It's a real bad reflection on you. And they sent him a new drone. So I feel like that they should be able to do the same thing for Marcus. And I'm not going to leave it alone until they get him a drone, or someone in there needs to buy it.
Yeah, so guys, let's start putting some pressure on Autel to make Marcus right. Make him whole, give him fix his drone. I mean,
Yeah, think about it from your standpoint, guys. If you bought a drone and it just fell out of the sky, and they ghost you and they won't even communicate with you or replace anything, and he did send in all the stuff they asked for, and they're like, well, it's just like, oh, we don't, there's really nothing we can do. Basically, they're not done anything for him. So because of that, so he's out that money. Whether it's somebody that has the money to buy it or somebody that doesn't, you're still out of the money. So how would you feel if you invested and then all of a sudden it just fell out of the sky? I mean, that's just how are they supporting us as a group when we're buying their products, when they're treating the people that are buying their products like that? Do you want to be next, or I don't want to be next? So therefore, we really need to stick together as a community and just say, look, we're just not going to buy anything else. When you fix this, then we'll move forward. If anyone else has any issues with the Alltel products, also let me or Al know so we can bring it up in our groups. And then we'll do the same for you, like we did for Al when his Skydio went out. Now we're trying to do and help Marcus. If you have any issues or something isn't right, let us know. Don't own a drone from any company and accept something that you know is not right and just complain about it. Bring it up. Let's find out what it is. Get with the manufacturer. Tell them what the problem is. So to see if they're going to resolve those problems. I mean, DJI has always been pretty good, and financially they can do whatever they want to do. But they're really good with fixing stuff. And in their case, usually it's firmware. It's usually not hardware. But some of these other companies, evidently, there's some hardware issues going along with some service. So keep that in mind when you're buying stuff. And if something doesn't act right, ask some of the people that's in our group, is this normal for this to happen? Or is it not normal? Because we need to know. So.
yeah, I mean, we definitely need to keep up with, some of the issues that Alltel's been having, but overall, it sounds like they're doing the right thing. Just the one that's kind of baffling us is not taking care of Marcus, because
Exactly.
they fixed Johnny's, and they fixed a bunch of other folks' issues, and they were good about it. And
Well, when I sent him a message out, in my message, I told him, I was like, the drone just fell out of the sky. And I said, but the kind of good thing is there was only like 100 people there that were flying together as that happened. So all those people that would be potential customers, they know this has happened. It's not going to cast a bright light on your company, but therefore maybe a shadow. So you need to fix this. So I'm trying to keep up with Marcus on what's going on with that and see if they help him.
Yeah, yeah. So once again, guys, do a couple of administrative things. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button. Share it if you like with somebody that you might be interested in. Come and see the live stream. That always helps with the analytics. And it looks like A to Z drone dude just showed up. So hello, hello. Um, And let's see, Leonard's in the house. A bunch of other people are jumping in too. So thanks for dropping by. Did
Hey,
anybody do anything exciting today, Robbie? Did you do anything exciting today or
no,
yesterday?
well, actually, it's morning here. So I was
Yeah.
sleeping during your day. I
Okay,
was
let's
sleeping.
yesterday.
So yeah, no, just trying to get ready for the move and everything. I'm trying to get the internet set up in the new house, and then, of course, before I move in, I've got to go over there and paint. And the house has got like some shoe mold. I mean, some crown mold the size of shoe mold. So I'm going to go in there
Mhm.
and rip all that out and paint the living room, and then put up some new crown mold and some base mold, and so we can go ahead and hopefully over this next weekend get moved over into the new house. And we need it, man. We're just like, we're jam packed in here trying to build a new house, and we bought another house to live in until we build our permanent house. And we're just really pushed for space, so we're happy to get the extra space.
So you are busting at the seams, huh?
Oh yeah, it's like just trying to get everything done because we got to lay out enough clothes. The daughter goes back to school starting next week, so we got to make sure we have clothes boxed up for a week or two for her to change into for school, and then homework, books. We have to keep some stuff out where we can get to it. When we bought the house, it was funny because the house was furnished, and it wasn't like great furniture or anything in there. And I told my wife, just I can't paint or do anything until we get the stuff out. So just throw the stuff out. She goes, I can sell it. I can sell it. I was like, honey, you're not going to sell this. So 2 days later, she came back to the house counting money. I was like, what are you doing? Counting money. I was like, what? I sold it all. The sofas, the beds, the wardrobes. And so she did it. So now we're waiting on the people to come in and take it all out because a lot of it is like modular where they built it like IKEA type stuff. And I'm like, so do I got to take the stuff apart? She goes, nope, they're going to do it for us. Is like, good girl.
So that's cool. That's very cool.
Hey,
So
I wanted to say something real quick. We sent out some shirts and some stickers to AZ Drone Dude and also Hat Maker.
but
So
that's Dave.
one of them responded to me, and I think it was AZ Drone Dude, Dave. I think he responded. So in the chat, let us know, did you get the shirt? Did it fit? And did you get the stickers that Al sent? Because he sent some of his and some of World Drones too. So he'll respond in there. Well, guys, here we're coming up close to the time for the Mini 3 to be released. We've all seen the videos that are out, and it's really funny because it's like everybody is making videos from the one guy that did the original review.
I know, right? Hey, TJ, thanks for dropping by.
So it's like we've seen everybody's like, oh, I've seen like 15 videos on the Mini 3. And I'm like, yeah. Do you ever notice that there's only one guy that has actually got it, and the other guys are like in their videos or live stream going, check it out, this is new. Well, he's already put the video out. So DM Productions was the first one to put it out. And here's the funny point. I know for a fact if he's got a contract with DJI or had one, it's over because he blew it up. But on the other hand, if the next new drone comes out, this guy comes out with it first, we're going to say that DJI paid this guy to do this, to break the news. Because now it just doesn't make sense to be able to do that because they're tight-lipped on these things.
Yeah, who do you have to blow to get that job?
Well, I mean, the guy that did it's got 45,000 subs. You look at somebody bigger like Ken Heron or Billy Kyle or somebody that's got like super amount, you would think they would be able, the people that would come out with it, because you would think they already have it, but I'm sure they know their contract says, hey, you can't let this out. So how did this guy get the drone? Somebody sent it to him. And I can guarantee you that if somebody sent it to him, that guy probably doesn't have a job today, or they'll get down to the bottom of it. So I want to know when the next drone comes out. Let's look and see if it's DM Productions again on the DJI product, because the only way that he could have gotten that from somebody is somebody inside DJI. There's no other way he could get
It
that.
fell off the truck, Robbie. It fell off the truck.
Yeah, it sure did. It really
just like New York, man. It falls off the truck, right? And I always laugh about those shows, you know, that have like. Go ahead.
Maddie was talking about. He said he only had 35,000 before his Mini 3 videos. He got 10K subs just for that. Maddie, I was watching it, and I agree with you. I saw that too. That was in there, but I've looked through the video. I paid attention to what he said on what's there, him flying it. I've noticed some characteristics that, and some information that I've gathered over looking through it. The normal stick that's made for the smart controllers, actually most all the controllers for DJI, it has actual threads on the stick. And this time it was done a little bit different. And the thread is actually coming up from the controller. And this has a female end on it, almost like a little socket that fits down over it, and it screws on that thread. So instead of having external male thread on the stick, the new drone has actually got a female that screws down on there. And one of the reasons I had made that comment is everybody knows I've been talking about these a lot. These are the Cine sticks made by Scotty Makes Things. I've fallen in love with these sticks. If you install them right and you read the information on how to put them on, they're amazing sticks. And here's what I've noticed with it. Guys, you know, sometimes when we go out, we got a couple different kind of flyers. You got a flyer like Al that goes out. He'll get ready to do a shot and he'll record it and everything's smooth and he saves it. You got a guy like me that puts it in sport mode. I fly around like a drunk kid for a while, and then I spend 3 hours editing the good parts that aren't doing this. With the original stick that's on these controllers, you've always noticed, like, you get ready to fly somewhere, and then you're like, damn, I'm not centered yet. So you move it over real quick, and that's stuff that you actually have to cut out of your video. When you actually put these on, there's really no way. I mean, you could jerk it fast, but it makes everything so much smoother. So in some of the videos that I put out, of course, because I'm still learning when I'm doing some videos also, I might be trying to get the sun that's over here and I'll start. And as soon as my video starts, if you watch my video, you'll see me turn the drone. You don't get that with this. You don't get those quick movements with this, with these sticks for that. So these are made. So you guys that haven't bought these or haven't looked at them, go to Scotty Makes Things and look at these sticks. They make them for this controller, and they also make it for the RC N1 controller for the Mini 2 and the Air 2S and the Mavic 3. And I'm just in love with them. I love the sticks, but I just wanted to make the comment about the threads because I know that their company is actually, like, physically right now having the machine work done to the screws so they'll fit on that controller. So you'll be able to get these products for that.
Yeah. So Dave from AZ Drone Dude, he was saying that he started following that one gentleman 6 years ago before so he's been around for a while, I guess.
So you're talking about Scotty McPherson.
Yep. I think that's who we're talking about here. Reki Rush just showed up. And Mikey is in the house also. What's going on, Mikey?
Yeah, they do. They make Scotty McPherson makes a lot of stuff, and he actually makes, because Al, I know you've got one of these. He actually makes one of these that's got a spring on the inside and a handle that you push, and when you do, it actually comes out for filming. I mean, it's really cool. I've not done a review on it. I've seen them before, so I'm kind of looking through the stuff and probably buy some stuff that's related to stuff that I would personally use, because I'm still really working on doing this. I'm okay with filming somebody in the face with this, but if I want to film something like an elephant or a small animal or something, sometimes I have a little trouble getting that face tracking going on it. So still in the process of learning.
And sometimes it just is maddening how it just tracks so well, and then the next time it doesn't track well at all.
Okay, so what do you think about this Mini 3, Al? What's your what is the biggest things that you want to know about it that we don't know yet? Because even we don't have the spec sheets out to show a lot of stuff. Like the spec sheets aren't out for the nets. It's not in anywhere in the software, the controller, or the information that came packed with the Mini 3. According to the one video that we've seen from DM Productions, what would interest you in that drone?
The
That
controller
would make
being
more
able to
money?
work with other devices. So the controller looks very nice, and I want to be able to use that on leverage that to Flight Air 2 or Air 2S. Um,
Well, they're
anything that's running AccuSync 3. Hey, Ray Kelly's just jumped in. Hey, Ray.
the one thing on this that note was that he made that you're not going to be able to buy this in a Flymore pack like you do when you buy the Air 2S and you buy the Mavic 3.
So you
The
got a la
Flymore kit,
carte everything. Yeah, I
yeah,
heard that.
it's 100. Well, it's 189 euros. I'm just going to call it dollars. It's 189 bucks for the Flymore kit, and with the Flymore kit, supposedly they think they're going to give you like some ND filters, two extra batteries, some extra props, and maybe a triple charger or something to charge all three batteries. So that's going to be 189. But one thing that I found interesting is they have one kit for 739 where you get the Mini 3 Pro, just the drone and one battery. You don't get a controller. So if you already have the RC in one controller, you can use it with that, which is really good because we know if that controller can control that new drone, maybe just maybe it's possible. If I lose power, I'll have to log back on now because my lights were flickering. If
Yes,
we
on
can
that.
use that controller that we have now with this drone, where I mean, honestly, most people are going to buy the drone because of the smart controller. But the point is, the people that want the drone that can't afford the extra for the smart controller can use their current RC in-one controller they've got now. Then that means that maybe this new controller can control the same drones is the original one does, which I doubt it's going to control the Mavic 3. But we'll have to wait and see. When they release it.
Yeah, and I'm not betting the farm on that controller being able to sync up on anything else because they burned me in the past with the
Yep.
DJI FPV. So I'm not going to hold my breath about that. I'm probably not going to run out and get it. I'm going to take my time and just kind of wait and see what everybody else is doing with it, and then make the decision
Yeah.
if it's worthy of you know that much cash because it is a little bit of cash.
I want to ask the audience a question on this. Most of us are going to watch the DJI video of what's going on, the release. They're going to talk about what it does and everything else. Are all of y'all going to go and watch it directly? Or would you guys like us to have a live stream and we watch it with everybody in the chat together? So if we have, for instance, you're watching it alone, you're thinking about buying it, you might have a couple of questions, you're not sure. If we did it on a live stream and had everybody in here, everybody could ask questions like, hey, what does it do here? Or what does it do there? Maybe we missed something. Maybe as a group, somebody can catch something that would help either someone buy it or not buy it. So would you guys do it if we had a live stream? Would y'all come on to the live stream and watch it with us on the live stream? Or do you prefer to watch it directly on DJI site? Because we could bring it in full screen and turn the volume up and watch it as a group. What would you guys like to do? Lost Girl says live stream sounds cool. I just thought it'd be a good way for us to be able to do it and then talk amongst us
I,
during
I
answer
agree
some.
with Angie. I think that would be cool if we had all just like gathered somewhere in a virtual room,
Yeah.
live stream,
Well, here
and
here we
chat about it.
got AZ Drone Dude says the same thing, and he says I'm not watching it directly. I'd like to join someone channel to talk about it, and I think that's a good idea. So Al, why don't we if you've got the time, because I definitely have the time, if you want to do this, why don't we set up a live stream for to do a broadcast, and we'll
Yes,
broadcast
at
in.
9 o'clock East Coast time release. Is that correct, Robbie?
Yeah, that's when it's supposed to be. We could come on a little bit early, and then people could kind of check in and see what it is. That way, we don't log on too long. So we could probably go in what 8:45 out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Unless you're going to run out and buy it. If you are, definitely live stream from the line to purchase it. I'm not
Okay.
sure who's going to be open at 9 o'clock on a Tuesday night here in. I mean, Best Buy has been closing early lately, so that
They're not going to
means
give it until the net. I don't even think it'll be available for a couple of days. I really don't because I don't know. This is a big thing this time. So why don't we do this? Someone right here said Bill the drone reviewer will be on tomorrow at 9 a.m. Well, if I think me and Al are just going to go ahead and do a live stream. So if you guys want to join us and watch what is going on with that, we'll actually bring DJI screen in full screen with sound, and we won't talk over it too much, but we'll just talk and ask questions about it. That way, if someone has a question or wants to know something that they said as a group, we'll be able to answer it easier than just me and Al having to answer off the top of our head, which we may not because we're all going to be listening at the same time. So
so
let's
the
go ahead
release
and
is
do that.
9 a.m. right, not p.m. Correct?
Well, the last time they did it at night when they released the Mavic 3. So I need to verify because from what I understand, it just says May 10th, 9. Well, yeah, 9 Eastern daytime.
So it looks like Bill the drone review. Bill's going to be on at 9 a.m. So I would imagine he's got the inside skinny on this because he's got some contacts at DJI. So he's going to be streaming at 9 in the morning. It looks like. Um,
Well, we'll put out a stream yard. We'll put out a thumbnail for this live stream, and then anybody that wants to join us at that time, feel free to jump in with us and let's watch it together. And we'll it'll be like watching the Super Bowl as a group through the software.
hey, where does Alan Drones Reviews Media live? What state are you in?
Yeah, I think it's in Arizona.
I think I probably asked him this 100 times
Well,
already.
you just shipped him something, Al. You just shipped him
Yeah,
stickers.
I know. Like I said, I'm just like
Yeah.
wigging out here. Sorry about that. Don't worry about it, Alan. I think I got it figured out. I'm not
Okay.
watching
Well,
it
good.
directly. Yeah.
Y'all keep an eye out for the thumbnail. I'll put it out today, and I'll set it up for like 20 minutes before it starts. Give time for everybody to come in, and we'll talk about some stuff. And then, since we're at it, we'll go ahead. No, I don't think he's in Ireland,
No,
Bill. That's
somebody's in Ireland, so somebody
yeah,
just
but
replied.
that's Drones Views Media.
That's who
That's
I
in
was
Ireland. That's
asking
Alan.
about.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Alan.
yeah, that's who I was asking about.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, guys. That clarifies it. I thought for a minute Drone Views Media is Alan, and he's in Ireland, right?
Yeah, he's in Ireland. Yeah. Yeah, AZ Drones dude, he's in Arizona. That's Dave. So yeah, let's do that. We're going to go ahead and we'll send a link out today. I just need to verify if it's morning or night. We'll bring in DJI into the screen and let's watch it together as a group and kind of see what's going on. And amongst that, like I said, me and Al will have a giveaway. We'll give some stuff away for y'all coming in, and it'll be kind of cool because that way I'm not watching it on DJI site and got Al on the telephone and him watching it too, and us talking through the phone. We'll all get on the same screen because we all want to see what's going on. And you can always, if you're going to buy it and wanna get it, you can always just type in DJI.com and go over and click on it. But watch the video. You guys come and watch it with us.
So we got a couple more folks joining in. Let's say hi to Uncle Bill Toys. Hey, Uncle Bill, how you doing, Bill? How's Florida treating you? How's the job treating you? And let's see what else is going on. Who else is Ray Kelly? Scott Nadal is in the house. So there you go. So some more people are popping in, so that's always good. So I was just reading the chats. Yeah, today I scared the crap out of myself.
What happened?
Yeah, I was just doing a lot of FPV dives, and last week I had a really rough week. I lost the diatone Taycan with a Caddx peanut on top. So today I decided to get back on the horse and go fly again. Not too much over water though. Just kind of. But I was diving. You remember that Southern States silo next to Route 95 in the middle of the city? It's a big
Yep.
old freak. So I was diving that thing and having a blast. But oh my gosh, I decided to go under a trestle and do a split S and come back, split S to jump into it. And I don't do split S's that much, but I can do them. And I ended up crashing on one, so I had to do the walk of shame, try to find a 5-inch quad with a GoPro on top, and luckily nothing happened to it. Found everything and brought it back, but yeah, it scared the crap out of myself.
When I come back, one place we definitely are going to go fly, and I want to see you fly your FPV. You remember the abandoned
Let
hotel
me
up in the
stop you
mountains?
for a second.
Yeah.
Uncle Bill's toy says he can't hang. Unfortunately, back to work. I figured you were. Haven't.
Yeah.
Would you take it easy, man? Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, we definitely need to get back together on the saddle and ride to fly together, Robbie.
Remember we went to a state park, but do you remember we went to that hotel that was almost abandoned on the top? That would be a good place because it's a high area that you could fly FPV right there because it's wide open space because we're so high up in the air there.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to find some really deep, steep, cliff divers.
Yep.
No mistakes allowed.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, so let's see. We got Bill joining in from coast to coast drones. Is it in stores? He's asking. Probably have it in the stores already. I would think they would already
Well,
have
usually they
queued
send a
everything
Best Buy
up.
picture. They send a Best Buy picture where it's on a shelf always. Everyone I've seen, they've
Yeah.
always sent a picture of. They don't tell you where it's at. They just say,
And
"Hey, Best Buy has it."
that's where it falls off the truck into somebody's trunk.
Thanks, Bill. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
So
So it's so
yeah,
funny because Bob Dempsey, old farts with drones, is saying, "Enjoy the waiting game."
yeah, exactly, exactly. And I don't mind because at least when they say it's coming out, we know that we can go and watch the big video that they put out of it's here. You got to buy it. It's the best. And you're clicking on the website and it's not doing anything yet. And it goes, you can buy it now. And then instantly the website works because I bought my Mavic 3 Lite actually before he even said you can buy it now. It was already on the site. I had purchased it and already put my credit card in and got an order number. And then he goes, you can buy it now. And man, I had it like 2 days. It was in my hand.
Thank you, Uncle Bill. We will have a good stream for sure. I can't wait to see everybody's footage from the Mini 3. I haven't had much practice with the FPV, so got to fly that drone more before I bank on another one. That's what Angie's saying. Why don't you pop that one up there? That's a good comment for sure. Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with you. You definitely got to, use what you have. Otherwise, sell it. Let somebody else use it.
For
I
me,
have
it's
my,
about the controller.
yeah, yeah. Well, my good friend down the street, a neighbor, Brian, he's a FPV. He's kind of like my mentor. He doesn't like me to call him that, but he is. And he's Canadian, and Nova Scotia is the area is from. And he hadn't used his fact shot goggles. He has the which one did he have? The Dominators, and so they're very nice. $500-600 goggles with the modules and the nice antennas and all that. He hadn't used it, so he gave it to one of his Nova Scotian buddies up in Canada. I was like, oh, dude, that was. He goes, Al, I haven't touched him in 8 months. Like, let have somebody else. He's gonna let somebody else use it. Like, otherwise, it's just gathering dust. And I'm with him. I think I'm going to start doing that because I'm looking around going, holy crap, look at all the crap I have. And, and like Angie was saying, to her point was use it or let somebody else use it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, the controller is a big issue. That there's so
Archie
much.
Rusher said that he bought his Air 2S within 10 minutes of the
Yeah,
release.
exactly. I mean,
Good for him. Well, the Air 2S is the best value out there, I think, in
yep.
my opinion.
Well, you know
What are
what
you?
though? I might buy Air 2 because I'll be honest with you, it's still a great drone. The prices come way down from when they first
Yes.
came out,
Oh,
and you can
yes.
even get the gimbal parts. You can buy it individually now without having to buy the camera because it usually we talked about that. It takes about a year and a half before they're willing to do that without the camera. But this new drone, the controller, if you look at the RC Pro weighs 680 grams. It's got the same size screen. We don't know if the nits. It has the same size screen. The new one, meaning the new controller, is only 385 grams. So you're looking at a 295-gram decrease. That's lightweight. I mean, because you know, this thing's heavy. It is. It's heavy. So to get something this size, that's much lighter, that's a
That's
that's a
not a
good thing.
travel drone then. You know what I mean? If you got
Yeah,
to hike with that thing,
yeah, it
that
is. I mean, it's solid, but it makes up for it because when I had my triple tech tablet, it's just too much to strap on and cable and get all this. This you just hit the button, click on what drone you want, and hit fly, and it takes off after the satellites pick up, of course. But I think that this new drone may just be wonderful, especially with this controller. It's really definitely going to help the sale with the price of having the controller with it. But having that extra 60-degree angle that goes up, the upward gimbal movement, that's
yeah,
a huge
that's gold.
game changer. Yeah,
Yeah, that's gold. Well, Matty was talking about he was at a live stream party when he bought his Air 2S.
yeah,
And so Brad Olson was on Ron Brown's live stream when he bought the Air 2S. I remember that because we had a meetup in Richmond, and let's see, Rodney Bell was there, Captain Ray showed up, and we all flew together for about 3 hours, and we walked around the city looking for food. And that's when COVID was around, and we couldn't
yeah.
find any restaurants open. You had to like order everything online and pick it up.
Flying Fun Media said, I've never bought a drone on release. I'm not going to tomorrow either. Well, maybe. Yeah, that's the question. I mean, it's really more about the controller, I believe, on this drone than anything else because everybody wants to know what it'll do. Now, in some of the videos, one thing I noticed is he said that he didn't have an SD card in the controller and was doing some recording. And when he put it in, it automatically transferred over to the SD when he put it in. Now, this comes with 8 gigabyte of internal storage. But after loading the OS and everything on there and the flap and everything else, you've only got 5.48 gig free available on there, and that's it. So you'll definitely need to stick in a good size card for this.
Yeah, and as you know, if you run H265, I think you'll be better off. That encoder is much better, and it compresses everything better, and it's just more efficient.
You
And
know what
I
though,
would,
Al? This is Android based, and I'm telling you right now, you're like me. How can we get those third-party apps? I guarantee you, within the first 6 months, I'll make a prediction. Within the first 6 months, somebody's
somebody's
going
going
to
to
find
hack
a
it.
way to hack
Yeah,
it in order to put more software on there. Because if they could just get Facebook Lite on there, they could stream directly from their controller. They'd still have to pair it to their phone to get Wi-Fi. But from that point, you could stream directly from the controller if you could get that Facebook Lite on this new controller because it'll do it from the RC Pro. So what else do we know about the drone that's going to make it a drone to buy? What features are on it, Al, that you're going to like that would,
well, I
you know,
mean, the two features we just mentioned, the angle, pitching up, and the controller is the big selling points for me. And then being sub 250 is just a wonderful thing. And lithium ion batteries is the other wonderful thing about it. So those three things I think are really critical for travel drone because then we can leave that battery charged up. It'll keep the charge forever. You
Yeah.
don't have to put those in storage mode. I mean, unless you're going to be like 6 months not using it, then put it. Um, it seems like we're all trying to replicate, Ron Brown's live stream from the Air 2S last year. Remember that he had all those people watching while everybody was in line and jumping in. It seems that we're all trying to replicate Ron Brown's. Uh, that's what I was going to put in Ron Brown's
Alan
live
made a
stream.
good point here on the low light capabilities are a big seller, and that is going to be something that's big. When Altel put out the Nano Plus, they did a good job on the low light, but you can tell a lot better difference in the Light Plus because it has a bigger camera and sensor. It just, you can really tell. So I'm really wanting to see the difference on how low light capability works in this compared to the Altel Light Plus, because I'm telling you that low light was amazing on that drone.
Yeah, and both the Nano Plus Pro and the Xeno Mini Pro have pretty good low light capabilities, believe it or not. And I know that a lot of people like to bash the Hubsan Mini, but it really does well with low light. They have the night mode function on the Xeno Mini Pro. You just put it in night mode function. Now, it won't let you put it into that night mode if you have your video recording in HDR. You're forced to uncheck your HDR setting
Mm-hmm.
before you can go into night mode. That's the only caveat
Yeah.
to it, because it's going to use probably going to compute power is limited at that. Uh,
You have Mini too. You have a Mini too, Al?
I do, and I use it seldomly, but I use it.
Have you
I
flown it at
usually
night?
strap. I usually strap it on other things. Um,
Yeah. Have you flown it at night?
yes, it is really nice,
It's
but it's
funny.
not as
David,
nice as the Autel. It is not
yeah,
as nice as an Autel.
my brother tried to fly it at night and it wouldn't take off because it was saying in there that there was not enough light.
Oh, so he had to take off. Did he turn off the sensors?
Everything, it wouldn't go.
I mean,
So
did he turn off the sensors so he wouldn't worry about the light?
yeah, and he said it still would not work, which just didn't make sense. But he
Put
still
it
did
from.
it, and I said, how'd you do it? He said, I shot a flashlight in it. And
Yeah,
I
I was
shot a
gonna say.
flashlight in there, and then took off. So if any
Yeah.
of you other guys got any ideas, uh, I don't know. I want to tell him to go in and make sure that he updates his firmware, make sure something's right. But he couldn't get it to take off.
Now, everybody's talking about it on here. Just somebody took the video down. What video are we talking about here?
Who? Yeah, what videos, guys, got taken down?
I mean, I could try to hunt it down, but it'd be easier if they just call
No,
it
no,
out.
no. He's talking. Yeah, no, he's talking here about the DM Productions, and it says right here. It said, "Is the leak review of the controller still up?" That the guy DM did. I couldn't find it. Yeah, 5 minutes ago it was still up because I reviewed it again before we started, or maybe a little bit over 5 minutes.
Huh.
But yeah, it was still up. Just look up DM Productions, and then you'll see he's got like 5 video. I'm sure he's like not sleeping trying to make those videos.
Yeah, the guy who leaked the Mini 3 is that's what everybody's saying. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the info. I was just wondering what y'all were talking about there. Let's see. So, yeah. So, Maddie and Mike, Quad Mafia dudes. I want to post a bunch of stuff on Quad Mafia. Let me show you some of it.
Yeah, drone view.
So Bob's saying that it is now listed as private here. Okay, so things are shifting. I wonder why. The legal action, maybe
Yeah, maybe
pending.
maybe they sent something into to YouTube saying that something's not legit.
Yeah, you
If
stole
they
it.
did it, they would block it. They would block him until they investigate it. Because I found recently that I started getting my music from a new place. What's
And
it
this would
called?
be a classic manipulation of the YouTubers by DJI doing all this stuff here, so we talk about it.
Yeah,
They're the infamous marketing scammers for sure.
I use the Invito Elements program, and it gives you like all
Oh,
kinds
he
of
broke
themes.
his NDA, is what Maddie is saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Non-disclosure. Well, if he did, that's why I'm saying if he does another review and he's the first, we'll know DJI paid him. Otherwise, Maddie's right. If he broke it, he won't get that drone before
No,
next
he
time.
won't
So
get
thank
it another one because he already broke the NDA, so he's not trustworthy anymore.
if he has it, but this could be somebody. It could be somebody at DJI giving it to him. I don't know why they would give it to him at the level he's at compared to giving it to some of the big guys, but we don't know what these guys do. I mean, sometimes leaks are good because it gets the chatter going. You know, when there's no chatter, they don't talk about it. It's kind of like if you've seen the thing where the sheriff lady ran off with the inmate and they're talking about
Oh,
all these things. They say we're trying to get the chatter going because it continues to get people talking until we find it. What's the same way with the drones? When something else comes out, we're all chattering and making it. You know, look, he put one video out. There's like 16 people and it says first review, but it's not them. They're showing this guy on their video, which in most cases they could probably get a copyright strike for that.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I totally agree. So let's see. I'm going to share a screen, right? And that's what I'm going to do. All right, all right, Maddie and Michael. This is what I want to post on Fly Zone. I mean, Quad Mafia. Here we go.
Michael, tell him it's 19.99 a month.
You remember this spot? It's an easy
Oh yeah,
spot.
that's the wall that the bird chased you on that time we were down there.
Yeah, yeah. It's right
Wait,
across this bridge.
Al, go back again. Was that you sitting in a chair?
Yeah, somebody
Okay,
left a chair there.
okay. I was gonna say, hey man, you just flew over some dude sitting in a chair. There you go. Okay, there we go. Sorry,
Yeah,
I thought I was
yeah.
seeing things.
Yeah, and see these locks right here. This is how they protect the city from getting flooded with this flood wall. The Army Corps and yeah, that's me right there.
Okay,
And yeah, that's the bridge where that bird chased me. He was trying to eat my mini, man. Remember?
yep. And it was funny too because it was a me and Al saw this black bird, and he was sitting on the top of a train that was right over there. And I asked Al, I was like, Al, have you ever had an issue with birds chasing you? And about that time, the bird flew off and started chasing Al, and it was hilarious. What were you flying that day? It was something
No, the
small.
mini too. I mean, mini. It was the underpowered mini, and then I got mad and
Yeah,
started chasing the bird. And he got tired and had to land, and I kept harassing him like he was harassing me, you know? And then he left me alone. He pissed me off.
yeah. There are a lot of birds around there. I've not. My issue here with birds has been the quantity of birds. Not as many following me, as many having to dodge me because there's so many behind each other. And when they fly in schools, are not they're not fish, but as they fly together in packs, the ones behind the front ones, they're following the one in front of them. So when the front one splits, it's like the bird sees the drone and like ducks. I've had a couple close calls there.
Yeah, this place here, it's been abandoned. I'll bet you this is the next place that a very big apartment or condo is going to be at.
That'll be the
Just like,
next implosion video, Al.
yeah, that will be the next. This one is going to be nasty because there's residentials right beside here.
Exactly. The nice ones.
Yeah. So,
Look how
yeah.
close it is to that wall too. Wow.
Yep. So, stop sharing. Yeah, so I went there to fly, and then I saw this chair, and I was like, "Oh, dang! I was just gonna sit on a rock. I'm just gonna grab this chair." I grabbed the chair, put it
Is it
over
is
to where I
the
was.
pipeline open, Al, or they still have it closed? Because I know they closed it at one time.
What was the question again?
The pipeline, is it open?
Yes, it's wide
Okay.
open, man. It's a party in place now, man. Everybody's camping out right now because the
It's
weather's
a great
perfect.
place to come and watch
Yeah,
the
everybody's stringing their
after.
hammocks out next to the river. We're in flood stage though right now, so Z Dam is the place to go fly and watch the very skilled kayakers do their thing. Um, let's see. Yeah, Angela's saying here she chased a bird and had no problem at all. Good for you. Yeah, I got really pissed at that bird that kept chasing me, man. I thought he's like, okay, I'll chase you back. And then he
Yeah, the
got all
bird went and
worried.
got the bird flew off. The bird flew off and set on like a water tower, and then you can tell it was resting. So Al goes over and pisses him off again to get him to fly him again. So okay, here
Yeah,
we
I
go.
know. He pissed me off. I was like, okay, man. Look, I got a battery that doesn't need to rest until the end is done, until it's done,
Yeah,
but you have to rest.
yeah, exactly. Coast to Coast here says Darren was on purpose. DJI told him to pull the flight videos until tomorrow, and all is well.
Ah, okay. So Jenna C is joined. Hey, Jenna, thanks for dropping in. And yeah, I mean, um, this building is so much fun to to fly, but man, it can hurt you so bad so quickly. Uh, that's one of the bad things about this one. So let's see. Let's see. I'll share something here in a minute. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. We could do this. I'll share one more flight and we call it a day. Oh, all right. Share screen. Let's see. What is it? I don't know what this flight looks like, but let me see. Did I stop sharing? Um, okay. There we go. I'll hit the play button. Yeah. So I saw this train trestle here, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to fly under it. And I was just kind of gauging my signal strength to see if I could handle it. And so I was just kind of getting the nerve up to do it. And I decided to go for it after this dive. Came a little close. And then I think after this dive, yeah, there it is. I was like pretty far away, so I didn't want to lose too much of the signal, but there it is. I went under it. And
All right, now you're getting good.
I should have done something fancy, but I was just no. I didn't want to get up and walk. I ended up crashing right at the trestle and ended up doing the walk of shame. Yeah. This, there's so many things. And I consider going through one of these gaps, but I chickened out.
Yeah, you don't have to climb that thing to get your
I had not
saddle
climbed
back.
it. I think this is where the crash is coming, I think. And now there's the crash coming. I know I had one, but I can't remember which video it is. I really do like how the city shows up when you do these flights, you know what I mean? And I still haven't figured out how to try to keep my camera steady. And, it's just a lot of things you got to think about when you're flying. And the experience is the biggest part. Uh, yeah, I think I was done with this flight. But I'm just amazed that well the video comes out with this.
Yeah, it
You
turned
know,
out good, Al.
yeah, yeah. There's that dude in the chair.
That was good.
Thanks, Robbie.
Okay, well, we've completed our hour. I know everybody's going to be ready to see what's going on with this Mini 3. Me and Al will talk tonight and determine whether or not we're going to do a live stream. If somebody else is doing it with a bunch of people, we may not do it. We'll wait and see. I guess we should have announced it earlier if we planned to do it. And someone else, it looks like they might have announced it, but we'll wait and see because whoever else is doing it didn't have me or Al on there. So me and Al may do ours anyway, so we can have our own. So anyway, we'll figure out and we'll post something, let you guys know whether or not we're going to do it. And other than that, what else you got going on, Al?
I'm gonna find. I found that crash that I was telling you about. So
Okay, let's see it.
everybody loves crashes, so we might as well see a crash. You know what I mean? Oh, I got to share a screen. Sorry, my bad.
What did you break anything during the crash?
Nope, didn't break anything. Let's see. What am I doing here? Okay. Yeah, trying to get the nerve, trying to figure out if I was going to do a split S to get into this trestle. Instead of going underneath, I wanted to like jump into it, you know, and and just yeah. So I was able to jump into it there. I bottomed out a little bit, but the second run here, I ended up crashing into the bushes. And so I wanted to like do a split S on the right side and one with the left. And here's this one I didn't do so well. My approach was good. I just didn't bank and crank. Boom.
Yeah.
And then I had to do the walk of shame. That's it. All right. We've had a good show tonight. Thanks, everybody, for tolerating our silliness.
Okay, guys.
Thanks, Angie.
Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, DJI
right.
loves free publicity, Alan said.
I know.
Got a good crowd tonight.
Hey, Chris is here. I didn't know Chris jumped in. Hey, I must have missed it. So, the Key Largo drone dude.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm out of here. I got to go buy plastic to put on the floor to get ready to paint a living room and get that stuff done. And I put out about 4 or 5 videos. I want to thank everybody. I actually passed my 5,000 subscriber mark, and I'm coming up on 5,100. So if you got people you know, you can call and say, hey, join my buddy and subscribe on his channel. I need all I can get. I've been putting out a lot more content. I think I put out 5 or 6
Good for
videos.
you, Robbie. Congrats.
Like
I'm a little behind you. As you know, I'm about 700 away from 5,000. Yeah. So I'm looking and trolling for more action. Hey, you know what? I posted on TikTok and I posted on Instagram a silly video. I mean, I made some. Okay, so I made these little suckers here.
Yeah.
And they hold. Oh, wrong camera. This one. The bones.
Yeah.
The bones. And they go on here like it's a pretty good design. I forgot who. I got to give him credit. Somebody else designed this. I didn't do it. And I posted this on Instagram. And I made a nice video of it. Mm-hmm. And it's got 5,000 views in one day.
Instagram is a great way, guys. Everybody here that's looking for new subs, use Instagram. I mean, I pushed hard. I've had my Instagram account for about 1.5 years. I've got like 20,000 subscribers on there. So when I get a lot of subs on my Travel Tech channel, it's because I post a lot of stuff for Travel Tech on there. And those people that are in Instagram, they'll follow you. Every time they'll follow you if you start to post. But you've got to go out and you've got to like other people's Instagram in order for them to join yours. And don't go out and like 30 people's and join them. And then once they follow you, disconnect from them and don't do that. Be fair. if they join you, you join them. That's how the game works. And like I said, I've had my account for 2 years, and I just passed over 20,000 subscribers on Instagram. So you guys use that platform. It's a great way to get subs over to your YouTube channel.
Yeah, so Chris was saying here in the comments that he saw that video, and like I was just like, literally I woke up in the morning, I did a quick video of how this works, and actually it was a different mount that I used. But this is I used a different mount. I'm going to do this one too. I think I like it. And, I granified it. I put my own plate on it to fit my iFlight. And, but so it's all about the subject matter. Obviously, the subject matter is important. And Bones is hot right now. So anyway. That's it, Robbie. That's sorry to interrupt your exit.
No, that's okay. Look, guys, like I said, me and Al are going to talk about it and determine what we're going to do if we're going to have a live stream for the unveiling of the Mini 3 on DJI site. So just keep your eyes open. We'll put a yes or no out and let everybody know what we're going to do. And other than that, if we do or don't, we'll for sure see you again next Monday night at the same time. So go ahead, Al.
Yeah. Shameless promotions done. This Thursday, Jenna is going to be on the channel, the Duranified channel, and she's going to be showing all her videos, not all of them, but her best videos of Hawaii. And that video that you showed us, Jenna, about the lava that you shot at night was unbelievable. So drop by the Duranified channel this Thursday at 7 p.m. And then Bob Dempsey, the old farts, is going to be joining the week after that. So drop by. All right. That's it for me, my shameless promotion. Thanks for your patience, Robbie.
No problem. We're gone. We'll see y'all again Monday night, same time next week.